All right, guys, welcome back to the Gun Guy Cody channel. I'm Cody, and this is Colton from 801 Weapons Works. So this is part two. In part one, we talked about what a general purpose rifle build is, why I chose the AR platform as that baseline for it, and we talked about your company, right? But what we want to do now is go more in detail into the build of this rifle. The first video we didn't want to make too long, but in this video, if you're interested, we're going to cover the specifics, everything from the Cerakote job that was done by who?
Killam's Coating. Kyle over there, he does fantastic work. So if you need Cerakote, hit up Killam's Coatings.
Yeah, and from the parts that you use and why, right?
Absolutely.
So let's go ahead from, as Grand Thumb says, from tip to butt, what did you put into this rifle?
So starting at the front at the tip, we have a dead air flash hider that is pinned and welded to the barrel to reach that 16-inch overall length. Yep. Super fun NFA laws.
Yep.
Connected is the Roscoe 13.95-inch barrel. This is one of their newer models. It is just a mil-spec fitted gas block, so nothing crazy, but we are going to fit it to the barrel to make sure there's no slop, especially when you're running suppress. You don't want tons of gas coming out of that, mucking up your hands, making everything, we want a suppressor, what's the word?
Friendly,
tuned style build. We have a Streamlight flashlight up in the front to give that illumination. Illumination on a rifle is pretty important depending on the application.
Yeah, I always say, like, all my fighting firearms, whether it be pistol or rifle, I want a light on there. I think this guy's what, 1,000 lumens or something like that.
Something like that, yes.
Yeah, it's pretty bright.
And they're affordable. Come with mounts, pressure pads, all that fun stuff. A great out of the box package. Coming protecting the barrel is going to be an SLR Rifle Works, their HDX series handguard. So you're going to get some good lightweight with also being pretty sturdy if you need to throw, the light laser or anything on that. It's going to hold true. Coming back to the upper lower receiver is a Centurion CM4 receiver set. The reason I really like these guys, like I mentioned, is you're getting really good reliability and affordability. It's not overpriced by any means. The upper receiver is going to be thermal fit, so we're going to have to heat up that upper, freeze the barrel in order to mate those. In theory, that's going to aid to your accuracy, which, being a general purpose, we need it to be somewhere accurate out to distance. The lower is just mil-spec lower. The internal is one of our own 801 Weapon Works lower parts kits, just mil-spec springs, detents, nothing crazy. The trigger is a Geissele Super Tricon 2-stage trigger, which is phenomenal. They are awesome triggers.
I think they're about a 3.5-pound trigger or something like that.
And this one is they're kind of hybrid, curved slash flat face, kind of gives you the best of both worlds. I'm really big fan of those guys.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was looking. I didn't know that until you mentioned it, because I always see the flat triggers, which you can't see behind me. Obviously, it's a flat trigger, or your typical mil spec, curved trigger. But some of them will actually, the guys at least make a mil-spec style curve. It's still a lighter trigger. I was looking at that. I'm like, that's curved, but it's like kind of flat.
A little bit of both worlds. I really like it, and so we decided to throw it in for this build.
Nice.
Moving up a little bit, we have our own 801 Weapon Works bolt carrier group. It is a phosphate-coated C158 Carpenter steel bolt, upgraded with Spring-Co springs and then aux screws that are properly staked. Moving back, you have a Warhammer ambidextrous charging handle from Breek Arms. A Die-Free Co. Kung Fu grip. It's got a much kind of steeper angle on a shorter-ish build like this. Feels really good. Coming into here, Law Tactical Folder, which was one of the points you wanted on there, making sure we could kind of get this a little bit more compact, fit in kind of smaller bags.
Or a bag, gun, something like that.
Absolutely. Moving to the buffer system, we have the BCM MK2 buffer system. This is kind of that intermediate, a little bit longer, kind of a Viltor equivalent. Overall, that's going to help with the longevity of the rifle, kind of help wear on parts, helps with suppress use. Spring-Co green spring, that's the rifle length spring to support that. And then coming into a Magpul MOE SLK stock, just kind of their more compact, easier, nothing crazy stock. And then, again, overlaid with Killam's Coating, his M81 variant.
This
awesome job.
This, obviously probably pops to you guys on the video, but I saw you at the Hunt Expo.
Yes.
And when I was, your rifles, your builds stuck out to me because of Cerakote job. Just amazing Cerakote jobs. And he's got quite a few back here. He could give examples. But if you go on 801 Weapon Works Instagram, you're going to see so many different rifles in those Cerakote jobs. Does he do all those?
Yeah, he's done in the last almost year and a half, 2 years or so. He's done all of our Cerakote work, and he's done phenomenal. He's really good at doing, your basic M81 stuff like this, or if you're looking for a custom, no one's ever kind of done this, he's awesome at getting kind of everything you can get.
Yeah, when I saw this M81 on one of your rifles there, I was like, dude, I want that.
That's what you want.
As you can see, like the hat, like I just
knocked it out.
I grew up, in the 90s, so like the military was all rocking that, and nowadays like it's the cool ammo. And typically with my fighting rifles, I just rattle can them. But when I had this option of Cerakoted, I'm like, let me treat myself a little bit right. Let's get the Cerakoting job, and it looks phenomenal.
Absolutely. And then just to show real quick, so when you come to us, we're not, you're not just telling us this and then we're just throwing a build out and you don't know what you're getting. When you come to us, you are going to get a build sheet that's going to go over every single part, any upgrades like optics, Cerakote, law folder, the pin and weld, all that stuff. And this is what you're going to be getting. And then we're also going to send you 2 to 3 different options on kind of a more budget to a more premium. And then if we need to move parts around to really, again, fine tune this rifle to your needs, that's what we'll do. So you'll be able to get a layout of everything you're getting down to the springs and detents before we even collect payment and begin. So it's truly going to be catered to what you want, and it's not a surprise by any means.
Yeah. And we mentioned on the first video, what I really loved about your company was I could be as vague with this build as I want, because like I mentioned before, there's a lot of gun guys out there, meaning that there's dudes that have one AR and a couple pistols that don't really know the intricates of the rifle and why they should have this barrel or why they should have this buffer spring. You could come to them with, hey, I want a rifle for $1,500 or less, and I want its purpose to be hunting, or I want its purpose to be home defense or general, purpose rifle. And he will do that for you.
Absolutely. So there's no, again, we're taking all the guesswork out. If it's, you're going to a class and you got to shoot 2,000 rounds and you don't want that rifle to fail, that's what it's going to be tailored to do. So whatever the use case may be, we're truly going to design a rifle out of the box intended for you. You shouldn't have to change anything once you get it. So,
and some other good features about your company is that this comes with a lifetime warranty, right? So you're doing the final inspections. Obviously, you guys are building this, putting together, and you will warranty this for life to the
Absolutely.
customer.
Every single part is QC'd and checked before it gets to you. And I truly mean we are checking every single part on these. So if anything's got to go back for warranty, we're taking care of that. And then we're going to give it to you. And if for some reason something goes down, you accidentally drop it, run it over with your truck. I mean, bend the handguard, we will fix, replace, do what we can. And it's going to be able to use by you, your kids, your grandkids. I mean, that's the intent of this. It should last lifetimes.
And then you tested this on a full auto lower.
Yes, every single. So aside from complete builds, we also do just, if you need a lower receiver or an upper receiver, we do that all the time. So if it's a complete build or the upper receiver, both aspects are going to get tested on our full auto lower to accelerate that fire. Make sure that, again, there's going to be no snags, no hangups. Most people don't have access to full auto, but if you are at the range plinking trash and want to shoot as fast as you can, you don't want it to hang up on you. So we test everything, make sure it's going to function to the highest use it can, and be good to go.
Awesome. Well, Colton, I appreciate it. If you guys are looking for, something like 801 Weapons Works, they're going to be on our link tree, which you can find in our description or on my homepage. Just go to my links. You're going to see my link tree. I will have 801 Weapons Works in there. I also have all the sponsors of this channel that really I couldn't do to this extent without them. So whether you're looking for ammo, you're looking for accessories, you're looking for builds or an FFL, that will be in my link tree. And if you use the code TGGC, you will get 5% off your build with 801 Weapons Works. And other than that, guys, let us know in the comments what you think about this build and what you would like to see as our next video.